Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a bit of a better mood now. I did a video earlier on tried to do a video I should say earlier on of my PlayStation 4 collection, and it was at 1 hour 5 minutes, and then I noticed it stopped recording, and then it looked like my phone was full, the memory on my phone was full. As you know, I record all my videos on my mobile phone. I haven't got any of the technical shit I need for this. It's only a hobby, obviously. And I was trying to save the video, and it took me about 2 hours. I was deleting videos I didn't need, deleting apps on the phone I didn't need. So I had to bite the bullet, delete the 1 hour 5 video, post another quicker version. Basically everything I talked about in 1 hour 5 minutes, I got that down to like 21 minutes I think. And then I thought I'll do another video now, which is what we're attempting to record now. So if you're seeing this, I was successful. We're going to do my top 10 physical PlayStation 4 games. But basically before we do that, I started the other video with I wanted to do a shout out to a YouTube channel called Cooper's World. It's a much bigger channel than mine, got hundreds of subscribers. And what he does, the guy's name's Steve. He messaged me in the week and asked me a few questions, a bit more about myself. He follows my Instagram account. Really nice guy. And every morning he does, a Sunday morning shout out. And this week, my channel was featured, and it's just Steve sitting there with a telly behind him, big telly, with a coffee in his hand, looking all relaxed and everything. And he just talks about a new channel every week. I think it's a really good idea, and it's a really nice thing to do as well. And I think, I was excited yesterday because I got over 20 subscribers, and I'm in the 30s now. I've got like 33 or 34 subscribers. I can't believe it. So no doubt that's something that's benefited from Cooper's World shout out, you know. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. So getting back to my video, so quick disclaimer, these two games I've got in front, just in case you're wondering why Elden Ring and Ghost of Tsushima aren't in my top PS4 games, is because I got them on the PS5. That's actually my full collection of PlayStation 5 games physical at the moment. And another one I'll do, I'll just go through my top 3 digital games in case you're wondering why they're not in my physical top 10 games. Number 1, and this was my favourite game of the year last year. I preferred this game to Ghost of Tsushima, and it's Melty Blood, or Melty Blood Type Lumina. I love it. It's an amazing game. It is available physical only in Japan, but you've got to be paying. I was tempted, mind. You've got to be prepared to pay some serious cash for it. It's really, really collectible. I'd love them to launch a physical release over here. The other thing I love about the game, other than the graphics, the artwork, the content, the unlockable content, the roster, the really fast-paced gameplay, it ticks all the boxes for me. What I love as well, other than all that, is they have released 2 season passes, if you like. So new characters have been released at new stages, and they're free. So you buy the game on launch, and I just think a lot of these other games can take a lot from this. And the impact it's had on me is I've gone back into it. So I stopped playing Melty Blood for a while. Found out like over a month earlier that they'd launched some new characters, so it got me back into it. So I think it's a really good idea. I think the bigger companies can take a leaf out of their book. I'm really looking forward to watching Melty Bloods in Evo this year as well, so I'm really excited about that. Second game on my top 10 digital games for my PS4 is Skullgirls Second Encore. Really good game. You've probably heard of this one. Not that many people have heard of Melty Blood, but everyone's heard of Skullgirls. It's an amazing game. Again, very fast. Love the artwork. The artwork is spectacular, I gotta be honest. The visuals. Good soundtrack. It's just, I can play that game all day. And number 3 isn't a fighting game. It's Journey. I love it. I think it came out on the PS3 originally, but I only discovered it on the PS4. It's only a 2-hour long game, but it's just so chilled out, relaxing game. Yeah, I love that game, you know. So they're my top 3 digital games. So let's get into my top 10 physical games. Right, it's a tie for number 10. It's Mortal Kombat XL and Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. There's some things this game does better than this game, and there's some things this game does better than that. So I couldn't decide the difference. Visually, there's a massive jump in the graphics from XL to 11 Ultimate. Not that there's anything wrong with the graphics. When I played this, I was very impressed. Had this a couple of months after launch when it came out. But this is amazing, really realistic. The blood, the gore, and everything like that. Yeah, this is a really good looking game. This game, technically, it does have Goro in it. He's in the background of one of the stages. He's like there sitting on a throne, dying, or he's dead, rotting away. I don't like what they've done with Goro. He's always one of my favourite characters. Loved him in the movies and stuff like that, you know. But the gameplay, which is the most important thing. So this has got a better cast, and the gameplay's a little bit faster, a bit more fluid. So I'm not sure what they've gone in a slightly different direction. So again, this is just my opinion. So visually, the story is better on 11, but the actual fighting mechanics, the gameplay, and the roster is better on XL. So they're my number 10 favourite physical games. Right, a non-fighting game is coming in at number 9. Is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I love this game. London's one of my favourite cities. I was lucky enough to live there a couple of years ago, and because I was through work, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. I did say in the video that was corrupted. I'll try and do a shorter version. I was lucky enough my mother got invited to Buckingham Palace for an award, lifetime award, and she could bring a guest, so I was a guest, and I was looking at it, and I'd been playing Assassin's Creed like a week or so earlier. I finished this game loads of times because I love it. And yeah, we were going through, and I thought, this is exactly like Assassin's Creed. Even like the fencing and the iron bars, everything. And I went in, you literally, when you go to Buckingham Palace, you go through the main entrance, the building, then you're in the gardens. Just like in the video game. So we were going in. My mother's been there before. So I said, right, Mum, see this red carpet? I bet you it turns to the left and there's a staircase and then it goes to the right. And she's like, how do you know? I said, well, yeah, let's have a look first. We went, and he was exactly the same as in the video game. And she's like, what, you've been here before then? And I was like, no. Then there was another corridor, and I said, I bet this corridor goes to the right, and then you're in the garden. And she goes, oh my God, you've been here before. And I said, no, Mum, it's in the video game. And I don't think she realises the quality of the video games out there. So the makers of this done a fantastic job. And I remember taking a selfie when I was in the gardens of Buckingham Palace, and you could see in the background in it, obviously, Buckingham Palace. And then I tried to, in the video game, stand in the same place and take a screenshot, and I posted on Instagram. They're almost identical. Well, one's got my ugly mug in there, but yeah, I love this game. It's probably the only person that would say this is their favourite Assassin's Creed game. But hey ho. So this is number 8. We've Samurai Showdown. I love this game. If I did my top 10 games for a month ago, I'm not sure if this game would have been in my top 10, but the season pass, I've got all the season passes now. The first one finally went in sale. I always wait for sales when it comes to season passes, unless it's Soulcalibur. I just got to buy them. Yeah, so I've been playing this again, and I love the soundtrack. I've got the CD soundtrack. Yes, I collect CDs. I listen to that quite a lot, actually. The end credits song, I love it. No, I'm not going to sing it. Yeah, beautiful game. Very different pace to the other SNK fighting games. Like, I think you can finish your opponent off in 4 hits, because you are fighting with swords, you know. So in real life, you would Probably one hit would be enough in real life. But yeah, I fucking love this game. Speaking of Soulcalibur, it's my next on my list. I've got what? This is the Steelbook. And this was the version where you open it up and it's in like the announcer's voice, but the batteries fucking run out, you know. But still looks beautiful on the shelf, you know. But yeah, I love this game. It's got really good special guest characters. I would love them to have Guts from Berserk. I'm not sure if I said in the video earlier on. I probably not in my earlier video. Didn't say. It was in the correct one where I was rumbling on a bit too much, you know. But I think he's tailor-made for this franchise, you know. I would absolutely love Bandai Namco to make that happen. That'd be a dream come true for me, that would. What's his name? Geralt from The Witcher. But one of my favourite fighting game characters of all time, not just guest characters, she's my favourite guest character in any game of all time, is Tubi from Nier Automata. She's brilliant. She's so much fun. Yeah, so that's next game. What are we on now? That's 10, 9, 8, that's 7. So 6. Surprise, another fighting game is Tekken VII. Oh, I forgot to take the CEX sticker off. Sorry, guys. Quite a similar game, I suppose, to Soulcalibur, but I haven't got the weapons. I got this on digital as well. Fantastic game. What more can I say? It's probably my favourite game. I like Tekken 3 as well and Tekken 6. But I'd say, yeah, they've knocked it out of the park with this one. With obviously Akuma's in there. That's what attracted me to it. And obviously when I loaded it, I was like, I wonder who am I going to go first as? And it was Akuma. But now again, the DLCs all went half price, so I picked all them up. Sorry, Guilty Pleasure is Noctis. I really enjoy playing as Noctis. He's really good fun. Yeah, so that's my next game. I think this is number 5. I'm not really good at counting backwards, as you can see. As much as I got a problem with this game, it's made my top 5. I have mentioned before, there's something's gone wrong with my account or something. Maybe Capcom don't like me. I love Capcom, but it's like a love-hate relationship. I can't go online, and I paid for the top Season 5 pass. There was 2 versions you could buy, so I paid for the more expensive one, and it wasn't cheap. And Dan Hibiki loaded on there. Rose loaded on there. But then, like, Akira and those other characters doesn't go... So I can't go online. And I've tried reinstalling it. First game I loaded on my PS5 when I had it was this game. I got excited. Oh, yeah, maybe it'll work. But even with all the problems I've had with it and not being able to go online, it's still one of my favourite games. It'd probably be in my top 2 favourite games if it wasn't for those issues which I just talked about. Art style, I like it. Maybe I do prefer Street Fighter 4 with the art style, but yeah, it's still a special place in my heart, even though they fucked me over a bit. Okay, number 4. Now, Street Fighter would have been higher than this game if it wasn't for the problems. This game is amazing. Injustice 2, it's the Legendary Edition. This is the Amazon had an exclusive, so you got the movie still sealed in there. You got a pin badge and magnet or whatever. But the game, I haven't touched all them, you know, but it's the game I want to talk about. The Legendary Edition's got all the unlockable characters in there as well. And the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles are in there as a character, and it's so much fun. I played this game for, I think, like 3 months solid. I played every single character. I always do that on every fighting game, even the shit ones. I just play and try to complete some kind of arcade mode on every single character in the roster. But I've maxed out the Turtles and some of the other characters. But yeah, visually, gameplay, the story mode is really good as well. I prefer the story mode than the movie. Maybe not the Snyder's cut. That's a tough one to beat. But yeah, that's my number 4 game in my collection. Now, this one's sealed. But I had this when I before I sold everything, before I got back into game and I had it. And obviously I played it on the PS3. This game is amazing. I just love the story. I do like the second one, but I love this game. It's you get so attached, and with the opening scene, spoilers, where Joel's daughter dies, and then you think he might die as well. He comes close, I think. You just don't know if anyone's safe. Do you know what I mean? It's such a amazing story. You know, I think he'll do well with they're going to make a movie of it or a series. I think that's going to be definitely worth a look. But yeah, I love that game. That's number 3. Now, before I played this second game, I've only got one. One of them's a fighting game. One of them's not a fighting game. I only got into this recently. Okay, so Last of Us. If you asked me, and all my mates know, my favourite 2 games is the one that's still number 1, and they would say The Last of Us. But this game, King of Fighters 2002. Now, this is the unlimited match version. I don't know if you can see, there's 66 characters to choose from. So all available characters are in the roster. It runs so smooth. I've got the PS2 King of Fighters 2002, and it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but this is a fucking great game. I love the artwork, the sprite work, you know. That's my favourite. Early 2000s, late 90s, you know. But I love this game, so I had to get the physical as well to show my love. Now, this game, I used to play it. It came out originally on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox, whatever it was called. In 2013, this game came out. And I played it every single year for 7 years. And it's not a small game. It's Grand Theft Auto 5. Man, what a game. I loved it the first time, my first playthrough. And then it's like every single time I play it, I'm finding out new things about the game. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. Everybody's played this game now. It's still, I think, in the top 10 selling games of the year. And it's nearly a 10-year-old game. That shows you how much of a good game Rockstar have made. Yeah, I love it. It's something about it that every time I play it, it transports me to the GTA world, you know. Yeah, I love this game, and I've obviously got the premium edition. I have had a couple of times where over the years I've rage quit. When I was living in Newcastle, I can't remember exactly what I did in the game, but it pissed me off so much. I think I was living on the 11th floor. I had a lovely flat in Newcastle, but yeah, I had a balcony and everything. I was right by the Tyne River, but my flat wasn't facing the river. And I took the disc out, and I fucking threw it off my balcony, right? It must have gone for about a mile. As I left my fingers, I was like, don't do this now. Trying to calm myself down. And it was like a frisbee. So God knows if it's ever been found. I don't know. But that's what happened to my disc. My original. But I bought it again on the PlayStation 4, you know. I love this game. Anyway, that was my top 10 physical games. Let me know in the comments your top 10 or your top 3 or even your number 1 PlayStation 4 physical game. I think I'm going to play some Ghost of Tsushima, or I'm in the mood for GTA now, you know. But I can't play that. I'll finish Ghost of Tsushima first. We'll go from there. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Thanks for the 30 plus subscribers. Still can't believe it. I don't want to jinx it, you know. If you like my content, please subscribe. I'm really enjoying my YouTube journey. The biggest blip I've had is a fucking hour and 5 minute video that didn't upload. But we're learning, you know. Maybe one day I'll learn how to edit these videos, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.